Hello. I've got a retwist. Holy moly. My hair looks... I'm not even looking at my hair. Every time I get a retwist, I look at my head shape. You know what I mean? You ever seen someone and think, oh damn, that hairstyle suits them because of their head shape, whatever. I've never had that, you know what I mean? Head's so weird, weirdly oval. Kind of got a Minecraft head, you know what I mean? Kind of, I don't know, that was looking. But, hello. That's what I can say. So, damn, oh my god, 3 days in a row, this is crazy. I actually do remember the password to this account. I'm actually happy about that, wow. Yes, what was I gonna say? So, I was gonna talk about, you ever just like had something in your life before so important for, I don't know what reason, you know, something where you're like, well, actually, or maybe it doesn't even have to be important. Say you have to apply for something, or you need to respond to an email. It's the kind of thing that might take like, I don't know, 2 minutes. Be like, nah, okay. You know, maybe you want to think, oh, let me think about it first. But then you say, oh, I'm gonna do it tomorrow. I start thinking to myself, I can't lie. Why? Why? We delay everything we do. And I think that's one of the biggest issues we have right now. You know what I mean? We delay it. We put it in our heads. Kind of like kind of like putting like a magnet on a fridge. It's just stuck there. And it's in your head and it just gets bigger just because you're thinking about it than it actually is. You know? So sometimes you'll see people talking about, oh, I need to respond to this email. Oh my God, I really need to respond to this email. Or, oh my God, I really need to apply for this job. Or something like that. And maybe it is a big application, but maybe they already have it prepared. Maybe it's not a case of, oh, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to write. It's a case of, I'm not doing it now because I'd rather do it later. And sometimes there's a good reason. Sometimes people need time to think or whatever the hell. Ooh, where am I walking? Okay. Sometimes people need time to think or just do just about anything. Yeah. But like, sometimes people just delay it knowing they could do it just then and there. And it's a case of they make it bigger in their head than they need to. That's like, why are you stressing yourself out for? People do that all the time. They stress themselves out over it. And then, you know, they're just causing themselves grief. No reason put. It's kind of rough, you know? And it's not like one or two people doing this. Everyone does this every now and again. Or maybe it's just a case of fear, you know? Some people get scared and they're like, oh, I don't want to do that right now. I don't want to think about this right now. I'm going to do it later. But it's the case, it doesn't really need to be that bad. I can't really speak for most people, but from what I've seen, so many people I know have caused themselves issues because they delay stuff when they don't need to. I've done that. I've done that way too much, but you know, putting all that time and effort into thinking about something when it could have been done there and then, you know, why am I focusing all my effort into something I don't need to do? Well, shouldn't need to do anymore. You know, it's bad. It's bad. I think we all delay stuff, maybe just out of habit or just because we need to. And it's bad. It's bad. You know, no matter what age, no matter where, no matter when, certain people will just, I think everyone does certain things. Certain things are just not built into you as a family tree, but built into you as a human. You know, it's a bit weird. But I think it's just kind of thinking, well, it's not thinking. I guess it's more just sitting down and having the thought of, you know, I don't need to do all that. I don't need to wait around and do that tomorrow. I could do that right now. It's kind of lost. But yeah, no, I've had that inkling of a feeling where I'm doing that myself, so I just want to talk about it. But it's like, damn. I guess I'm just laying out my issues publicly, but that is very fair. It's not like it's a major issue, but you know, but that's the thing, you know. If you even have two things where it's like, oh, I should be doing this right now, how many don't do it? I mean, tomorrow, you're like, oh, I need to do that right now. Or maybe you just don't even do it that day. It's just the longer you delay stuff, it's just procrastination. That's what it is. But specifically just causing more grief than needs to be by just delaying things. Don't do that, you know. How many times or how many people have you heard reiterate something about, well, something along the lines of, don't focus on yourself, don't cause yourself grief when you don't need it, mind, or just people saying mind your business, stick to yourself and you'll just be fine, just don't get involved. But then, do you know why? Because it's all causing it grief for you. It's causing grief. It's long. It's just a case where it's a bit of a weird one. It's very weird because, it's always going to cause issues. It's always going to be something people do as well, but it's strange. It's kind of like how it's just a habit, ain't it? It's weird how bad habits can be. But yeah, I'm not a fan. I don't even know how that kind of thing can be solved other than just sitting down for a second and thinking, wait, I don't need to do this. I could do this later. But yeah, it's a bit of a techie one. It's a bit rough. I do think though, personally, if you really wanted to, how much, if you really wanted to think about it, I don't think you need to think about it, but if you sat down right now and was thinking, if I did everything I said I was going to do the moment I said I was going to do it, how much better my life would be. And you probably heard that as well. So many people talking about, don't waste your life. Don't wait around for anyone. Just do what you want to do. Keep living, basically. And obviously people keep saying it because it's good advice. It's not coming from nowhere. But it's a strange one, ain't it? Just thinking about how if you suddenly woke up and did everything you said you were going to do the moment you said you were going to do it, would I be a hell of a lot further than I am now? Or would I just be sitting in the dirt somewhere because I moved too fast, I didn't think about anything, and I just rushed everything, I'm not saying this because I think you should rush everything, but I'm saying this because I think the things we are delaying, sometimes good or bad, but a lot of times it's things we just don't need to, you know what I mean? It's a lot to think about, and I guess people do that anyway. If I made this decision, if I made that decision, how much better would my life be? How much further would I be? How much happier would I be? Or would I be with someone else? Or would I be with the person I wanted to be with because I made a decision to do it? I don't know, anything along them lines, but I think it don't matter. Well, I mean, not right now, obviously. Might matter at the moment, not right now though. You just gotta think about it. I wasn't doing it before, but I can do it now. That's what you gotta do. I think that's something else where people need to kind of sort themselves out, where it's the case, you're doing something wrong, and you had done something wrong. So it's not like, if you can't fix it, just keep going and do something different. Simple as. A lot of people just stick to the pattern, you know what I mean? People stick to the way they live. People just stick to literally anything they think is comfortable, good or bad, and that's just not something that you should be happy with. I mean, if you're happy, you're happy. I can't hate that, but personally for me, I can always improve. I know that. I think most people know that for themselves. It's just a case of how. It's rough. But anyway, point is, don't wait around to do something when you can do it right now. That's all my point. And yeah, don't delay stuff. Don't delay yourself. Anyway, have a nice day.